Captain America: Civil War. Here we are. Obviously, know it's an amazing movie. It has like a 96, 90 something on Rotten Tomatoes. But this is a spoiler talk. We're gonna just like shoot the shit. Welcome to this unique background.
It's new.
It's new. We shifted from Chris Stuckman to Shimo's Nose, and I hope you can appreciate that. We are gonna develop a new one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
just temporary
fuck that.
setup.
I really don't give a shit about backgrounds. People make a big fucking deal about it. But we're talking about Civil War, Captain America. Third in the series. The first one I thought was pretty shitty. I know those people who have a lot of diehard fans for it. Second one blew everybody away. And this movie is basically an Avenger movie with his
Captain
name
America
slapped on the front. So you know like he's not gonna like die in his own movie, which I thought was kind of the only misstep in this movie. What'd you think?
I thought it was freaking fantastic. I loved every second of it. I would say it definitely kept my attention all throughout the entire movie. There were a couple moments here and there that, I thought were a little shaky and just a little contradictory.
Shaky cam.
Oh my god.
There was a scene in the beginning. Fuck it, this is a spoiler movie review.
Yeah.
But the scene in the beginning with Black Widow is fighting one of the goons. Or was she fighting Crossbones, or was she fighting like one of his goons? I don't know.
She was doing both.
Yeah, but there's one scene where she's like fighting him or like one of his goons, and it's like the camera is just all over the fucking place. And it's so much more. And it kind of. Movie. Well, I mean, to its credit, like as the movie goes on, I realized it became less and less. When we get to that scene where it's Captain and Tony and Winter Soldier, and they're doing that awesome like bouncing the shield back and forth.
Oh, I love that.
They stopped. They're like, okay, keep it a steady shot. Kind of like this fucking shot.
Yeah.
and it's alright. But yeah, I didn't like the beginning. That whole Crossbones scene, you could have kind of scrapped it, really.
You can.
I mean, it's kind of like the James Bond, you open with a big action scene. Yeah. It kind of worked that way.
Yeah. They had to open on the... They always open on an action scene. But you really
didn't need... Like, okay, because like even William Hurt, who came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen it, because the last time we saw him, I think, and I could be wrong, because I haven't seen every single... Which one didn't I see? I think the only one I didn't see was the first Captain America movie.
And Thor 2.
No, I saw Thor 2.
Oh, you did?
It's a blur, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's totally... I watched it on cable.
I think that movie's
a blur for everybody. Even Natalie Portman was like, I made that? Shit.
She doesn't remember at all.
Anyway, I didn't even lose my fucking thought.
Sorry about that.
You mentioned like
you're
the Dark World, and I was like, oh crap, that movie's terrible. Yeah, but the opening act was you need to have an action beat in the opening act. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. You didn't need to have the whole Scarlet Witch arc where she inadvertently kills people in a building because she uses her magic to lift Crossbones.
Yeah,
his name.
Yeah.
Because when you get to the scene with William Hurt, who's back from the Hulk, you already have like, okay, New York, Washington D.C., Sokovia. You didn't really need that.
I mean,
I guess they were trying to like flesh her out a little bit as a character.
Not just flesh her out, but I think
and then didn't for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, they really did not do that at all. She gets locked.
It's
in
not
a
like
room.
she finds closure in the third act.
No,
like you
she's locked in a cell.
They gave her a first act, but they didn't give her a third act. It was kind of just like, well, we'll come back to this maybe.
They keep her in the complex and then they move her to a smaller cell.
And she's not an interesting enough character to follow up on that.
Well, no, she couldn't hold the movie on her own.
No,
but I would say
a lot of them can't.
Yeah, but I would say I would disagree. I would say that scene's kind of necessary because you needed like that tipping point where, okay, this is too much. The Avengers need to be put in check.
Do they though?
I mean, I guess you could make that strong.
I kind of feel like Ultron
was like the catalyst.
I feel like Ultron alone would have been enough to make that argument. You didn't need, and because even without, like, you could totally blame it on that fucking what's his name, Crossbones guy.
Yeah,
like it was totally his fault. Like you don't gotta blame it on fucking Avengers.
They could have. I guess you're right with that.
The guy who was in, I feel so like unprofessional not knowing his name, but he's not in a lot of movies, and fuck him. The guy who was like the villain, the guy who's like always a shithead, the guy who was in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh.
He's always a twat. In everything he does, there's just something about his face that just screams twat. That casting agents go, "You're gonna play a twat." You were a great twat in Inglourious Basterds, and you're gonna be a great twat in this movie too.
Typecast for life after Inglourious Basterds.
I'll be nice. I'll look up his name and give him his props.
But
he was kind of annoying too. I mean, I was like, a little bit. Well, I guess he was supposed to be, but
a little bit. The movie needed some kind of villain.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I kind of thought going into that Crossbones would have been his character. That he would have been the character that was the main villain.
Yeah.
Because we can't have a movie where heroes fight each other without it resolving. And hold on, there's somebody more important to fight.
Mm-hmm. Well,
even Spider-Man 3 pulled that shit.
Yeah, they did. With Venom and I hate that movie so much.
But no, I thought he would have been like a great bad guy, but instead they used the fucking guy from the guy who wanted to like fuck the French chick in Inglourious Basterds. We're getting way sidetracked.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with it. Okay, so I thought the take on Spider-Man was a nice take. It was a little bit different than what I expected. I think it was more on par with the comics a little bit. It was more like we have this nerd who's like dumpster diving, and he's obsessed with he's like, listen, I have Tony, I can't go out. I gotta get my homework done. I don't remember Aunt May being that fucking hot. Aunt May was never like I think back to the comics. I think back to what was it? The Sam Raimi movies, and it was like Aunt May was like 90 years old, trying to get that free toaster at the bank. You know, she's like, it's not a free toaster. Now it's like Marissa Tomei, and you're like,
Your unusually hot aunt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
And Tony's putting the moves. He's like, Pepper's been gone.
I got an empty space on my bed that needs to be filled.
Let me lay down the iron.
That's it. That's his strategy for pulling in Spider-Man. I just get good with his aunt. Yeah. He'll love me eventually.
Yeah. You go home, or I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna take her out to a nice seafood dinner. You think about that. She'll forget all about Uncle Ben. Just wait.
Oh God.
But no, I mean the only gripe I have with this movie a little bit is that it kind of feels a little bit redundant to the Winter Soldier in that Bucky's the bad guy, and you kind of thought, well, maybe not. I'm nitpicking. I'm really nitpicking. I thought this was a great movie.
Yeah.
Because it really put some fresh blood into the storyline where Ultron kind of fell flat. Ultron was like the same boring shit. It was like, okay, we're gonna have heroes fighting robots.
Lots of them.
Yeah,
and they all look the same. They all look exactly the same.
And we're gonna have a villain who doesn't have a really great motivation, who's gonna be behind it, and he's gonna end up being arrested. It was kind of cool being like, okay, we have some internal turmoil between the heroes, and
Yeah.
Who would you have sided with if you were a superhero? Definitely. Would you have been Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
No, listen, I don't want to be thrown in jail. I am Team Iron Man all the way. Listen, I would not do well in prison at all.
I feel like I would have, like, even if you switched it around and if Iron Man was, like, the guy who was like, we need to not sign this document, I feel like I would have followed Iron Man either way. I'd be like, I'm going with Downey.
I'm going with Downey. You can have your captain with his muscles and his shield.
Fucking Human Torch over it. Fuck you, man.
Human
Torch. I can't hang out with Chris Evans as fucking as Cap. He's kind of annoying. He was the guy who was yelling at people for language.
Yeah. He grows over.
He grows on you
over the
like a bad rash.
Yeah.
But yeah, great movie. And since we're hitting the 10-minute mark, I guess we should kind of wrap it up. I'd give it an A. Story, solid. Acting, more than expected. Didn't feel overstuffed. Didn't feel stupid. I really don't have any issues with this fucking movie.
Yeah. I would definitely say a solid A. I really liked how during the fight scenes, no one felt like they were...
no one got hurt.
Yeah, well, no.
Except for Rhodey.
Yeah. Rhodey, and then Spider-Man looked like he cracked a river, too.
They never really go into why Vision is off his fucking rocker.
I would
like they're like I thought you don't have emotions. I thought you don't react, and he's like, I didn't think I did either.
Guess I do. Not everyone's perfect, even being like me, not perfect.
And I love how like within like one scene, Brody goes from being like paraplegic to like walking on the fucking. He's like, it's cool. Lieutenant Dan, you got special legs. You know, and he's just like walking around. He's cool.
Oh yeah, but I did love watching like the Vision dress up in like sweater vests and stuff. Like, that was so bizarre and like out there. Just watching him get very finely dressed.
If I was on the border of being like a fucking god, because that's kind of what he is.
Yeah,
I would like rock the cape every day,
right?
Making scrambled eggs in my cape, right? You know, like I wouldn't give a shit about being like I gotta wear this fucking hipster look. Not even hipster, more like a square. Like I'm gonna go play golf in my fucking.
It was just so out there, but it was
as I wear my own collar. No sweater though, no V sweater.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, decent movie.
Solid. Probably one of my favorite Marvel
movies. It doesn't amp me up for the Infinity Wars, but it's definitely amping me up for Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah.
I want to see more of Tom Holland. I hear Tony Stark is going to be in it. Downey's going to be in it. So for that alone, I think it's looking forward to that. I'm not like there's no other Marvel movie. I'm really like, oh, I can't wait for fucking Marvel to.
Yeah.
I've given up on Josh Brolin. I don't give a fuck about Thanos. Oh, Guardians.
Yeah.
I want to see
Guardians 2.
I want to see Spider-Man, and I want to see Guardians Volume 2.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fucking tits. That's gonna be fucking legit. The rest, I'm like, no.
Really not even. Infinity
well, I mean,
War?
even what?
Not even Infinity War.
I mean, I guess because
way off in the distance.
It'll be the only movie coming out that year.
Yeah.
No, it's hard. I mean, I'll be honest. Like everyone was like rushing out to the theater Thursday night to go see this film. We saw it on Saturday night. He saw it for the second time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just, you know, I think Batman v Superman left such a bad fucking taste in my mouth that I was kind of like, I think we finally hit that point of saturation where I just don't give a flying fuck at this point, and I just, you know, don't really want to see another Ultron movie. And I know they say it's amazing, and I'm like, that's probably because of Spider-Man's like one scene. But no, I kind of felt like they kind of pumped a little new blood and kind of went like a new angle. If they can focus more on like themes and morals and shit like that, like if you can walk out of a theater going, what would you have sided with Captain or Tony? It's a lot better than like, okay, then fucking Ultron and fucking Blacklist assholes, fucking. I don't know. I just feel like it's the same redundant kind of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, so if I have to give like the high points of this movie, is that Spider-Man. Finally got like a Marvel version of Spider-Man, and I think he's like the best version we've ever had.
Easily.
And that, I mean, I shoot it straight. I fucking don't bullshit. I say things even if people don't fucking agree.
Yeah.
Like The Witch being a horrible fucking movie.
Yeah. It was.
Dude, I got so much hate on that fucking... If you go to that video right now, if you click right here, you'll see that I have like 45 down thumbs, and I think like 14 up thumbs or some shit, and they're like, oh, well, I'm sorry you don't appreciate the artistry that went into that movie.
Well,
but anyway, I always shoot straight with what I think. But I thought it was decent. I feel like in my heart I'll always put the first Iron Man on top, because like you can't really top that movie.
Yeah, some of the things they did during Iron Man 1, they certainly can't do now, like blowing up innocent people. Or like in the desert in Iraq.
Maybe I'm just kind of like nostalgic about it. Like maybe I'm just, you know. Okay, here's my analogy. Your first time probably wasn't the best you ever had in your life, but you'll always remember it.
Yeah.
And that's Iron Man.
There's not enough alcohol that can make me forget it.
Oh God. I see our experiences were different.
No, it was fine.
I mean, if you take out that MySpace joke out of Iron Man, it kind of still holds up.
Yeah.
And Iron Man was a lot more of a dick back then. I think that was kind of more fun.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, but no, I mean, if I had to be like, okay, what movies do I... Because there's so fucking many of them now. Like, you can't even put them in order. It's kind of just like...
Yeah.
I'm not wasting my time doing that. But if I had just, like, pull some out of the hat, my favorites have to be, in no order... This, Deadpool, Guardians.
Yeah. I might still put Guardians ahead of Deadpool.
I'm not putting them in order.
Yeah.
I'm just being like, these are 3 movies that I like, and they're different, and they're unique, and it's like, if I have to put them on the Blu-ray rack, it's like, and I can only pick 3 because I'm gonna be on that fucking deserted island or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could watch the shit out of, and if you want to mix up, like, the different, like, universes, I'd put, like, Dark Knight in there, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, yeah.
Go see it if you haven't. And if you watch this review beforehand, shame on you.
Yeah. A movie. Go see it. Solid movie. Let's talk about... Hold on, because this is like a spoiler review. Let's talk about the post-credit scene.
Oh.
For those of you who didn't wait to the end, and we'll just rehash it anyway. Yeah. Earlier in the movie, obviously, there's a scene where, like, Spider-Man and Cap are, like, quipping back and forth, and they're like, "You're alright, kid. Where you from?" And he's like... Was he from Queens or Brooklyn? I forget.
He's from Queens.
He's like, I'm from Queens. He's like, Brooklyn. And then it's kind of like a strange scene.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really make sense until you watch, like, the end of the movie. But basically, like, end credits roll up. We see, like, Marissa Tomei, who's like, you know, "Peter, what are you doing?" And he's like, does he get it in the mail, or...
It's through his web shooter thing.
Right, because Tony gave him, like,
he was feeling itchy.
He's got, like, a fucking Iron Man, Spider-Man suit. That would have been an amazing montage show. I wish we had, like, a musical montage from the 80s of Tony
and Peter working together to build a new Spider-Man costume.
You know, like, in the 80s when they had scenes where, like, it's, like, the dressing room scene?
Yeah.
And, like, the person comes out, and the friends are always like, nah. That would have been great. And Tony's just like, nah. That would have been amazing.
Deleted scenes. Make it happen.
Because it was kind of cool. Like, I mean, that was the only thing that I said. I was like, his Spider-Man suit is, like, amazing right out the gate.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I just go with it. We got a lot of movie to show out. But basically, the end scene is basically he's sitting there. He gets, like, an itch. His spider senses are tingling. And he, like, has, like, his little... Jason Bourne projector light just go on the fucking ceiling, and they don't show you what it is. Aunt May walks in, smoking hot. He fucking hides his fucking...
Yeah.
He's like that kind of shit. Totally not conspicuous. "Oh, hey, Aunt May, how can I help you?" You know, "Oh, I don't know what the fuck she says. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, close my door." And last thing we see is, like, there's, like, a laser show on the ceiling, and it's, like, a Spider-Man emblem. They could have had him project something kind of cool besides, like, a Deadpool Spider-Man logo hybrid.
Yeah.
They could have had, like, a picture of, like, Thanos or something that was kind of like a tease of something to come. Even, like, a Venom.
Or, like, welcome to the Avengers or something like that.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, that should have been in a scene that would have led up to Spider-Man being in a movie. Yeah. Not after he just was in it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it felt like. It's like, okay, if you open with that in the last movie, whatever the last one was, it would have been cool. But it's like, what are you teasing? That they know each other? Kind of knew that.
I don't know.
You know, and my other issue with this movie is that...
Yeah.
Captain America says to Tony, "You can have the Avengers, they're yours. But, I have Spider-Man. And I got all those assholes in the prison.
Yeah.
But you can have Rhodey."
Rhodey and Vision.
Kinda. Like, what does that mean? Like,
that's really all that they have now.
It's kind of like Rhodey his way. Like he says, you can have the Avengers, but it's really him saying, like, you can have your team back, and I'll still keep my team. And then Infinity War will kind of come together and do something kind of cool.
Infinity War will be fun, but I would say the other thing about the end credit scene is that kind of does close out the whole Winter Soldier arc and kind of does say, okay, we're probably not going to see this guy again.
Yeah, let's talk about the first post, like mid credit scene. Okay, and that's basically just Winter Soldier being like, "I'm too dangerous. When you find a cure for AIDS, along with
find a cure for AIDS,
along with." It's kind of like what it felt like, right? It was like Walt Disney, like, wants his head frozen. "Hey, listen, when you figure out how to cure what's wrong with me, take me out of my deep slumber."
Boy.
But we all kind of know, like, the only reason somebody would want to awaken him is to use him for evil.
Yeah.
Nobody would pull him out of the ice for good. Unless you're Sam Jackson, because I guess that's kind of the storyline for Captain America, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe they're really desperate against
like
Thanos
Captain
and
dies
wake him
and
up
shit.
early.
Doesn't Bucky put on the fucking shield at some point?
I think he does, but that's way down the line.
So I think Sebastian, what's his face's contract is kind of just done. I don't think he's gonna be, because I think we got Guardians and every other movie coming out. Black Panther is pulled out.
They don't need him.
They're gonna save him for like when they get to like that phase 4, and it's all new kids.
Yeah.
And the audience starts going, "I miss the old kids, the cool kids.
Yeah.
Let's put somebody cool in." They're kind of just like
Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
but basically, kind of a giant dick move though, putting that in the end credits and not the actual movie, because that kind of wraps up that whole little plot line there. But I don't know. I just thought it was really strange that they wouldn't put that in the movie, but...
Well, they have to say something for the end.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, you mean the Winter Soldier shit?
Yeah, him getting frozen?
But that's like 10 seconds into credits.
Yeah, I know.
Like, if you were sitting in that theater...
You saw how many people left.
You would not have...
There were a lot of people who did leave and did not see that scene.
Maybe the people from the back rows. Like...
No, people walked out before then.
But it doesn't really tie the movie. You're saying it should have been...
Well, it ties, like, the Winter Soldier, his character arc, kind of. It kind of puts a knot on that, and it's...
Right, because they won't find him now that he's hidden and all that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, kind of a dick move to put that in the post-credit scene. But...
Yeah, that was one thing that doesn't make sense to me either. It was like, of all the people who are now in jail, Winter Soldier is, like, free to go.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's the whole reason for this whole movie. Like, Ant-Man should not be in fucking jail. Ant-Man... And that made no sense to me, too, is, like, Ant-Man made this big stink about, like, his daughter in his own movie.
Oh, yeah.
And how he was going to fly straight, even though Baskin-Robbins always knows. I love that.
Yeah.
So for him to be, like, Captain... In the scene, like, in the recruitment scene, and Cap is like, "You're now a criminal." And he's like, "Nah, that was cool. What else is new?"
Yeah.
Like, fuck the daughter and Thomas the Train and all that bullshit. And I don't know. I mean, I can argue it two ways. Like, the other way I can argue it is like, well, we have to move the movie along.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, he shouldn't be in jail.
Probably not.
Hawkeye can stay.
Hawkeye.
But like, who's in jail? Like, well, I guess they all get out, right? So
they all get out. So.
Because security is fucking awful.
Yeah, apparently. You would think some kind of facility holding superheroes underwater would have better security, but no.
Well, wait, let me think about this for a second. When Cap got in and broke them out, did he have to like deep dive to fucking get to them?
I'm sure.
Or did it come to the top and he just like landed? Was it shown?
No. I kind of would like to see that.
I mean, if fucking Aquaman released him, I'd be like, okay, like yeah. But I
don't know. I'm sure it was like him, Bucky, and then Black Panther. Because those were kind of the only people free to do that.
Anyway, as we round out our 23-minute review, and hope you're still watching. If you are, we'll probably send you like a free T-shirt or something. I will.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
All right.
Just write something down below. Be like, I stayed at the 23-minute mark, and I'll hit you up with a free T-shirt.
There you go.
Because that's loyalty.
It is.
Anyway,
this is good fan service.
This is a nice like retreat back to Birds Reviews. It's been real. Final thoughts?
I would say, I would definitely say, go see it a second time. It's worth it.
You know what I would say? I'd say go see it in IMAX. I kind of wish I saw it in IMAX.
Yeah.
I hate 3D, but I do like IMAX for certain movies. Mm-hmm. This is definitely one of them. Because there's shit that happens and I'm like, that would have been really cool if it was like 10 times bigger.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Mm-hmm. Also, I really love how this movie was the movie that pushed Batman v Superman out of theaters. Do you remember like 3 years ago when everyone was like, these movies are coming out at the same time and they're going to be competitive and who's going to have the better film and all that shit?
Not
competitive and they even pulled Batman back to like not have that happen. Yeah. And it's like...
And it still kicked it out.
And you know Marvel was like, we should have fucking kept him the same day so he would have beat the shit out of Batman and Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, thank you for watching. As always, this is Chris Jagodas. I'm John Burns, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.